come back and have 2 games just to make that kind of impact?
You know, it's awesome. I mean, he does a lot for our club and the lineup as a whole, and you know, I'm glad that he's getting off the ground good. You know what I mean? Because that's tough when you haven't played in a year. I don't care how many at-bats you got in the minor leagues. I don't care how many, you know, complex at-bats you got. This is a different animal up here with this people, the energy, the quality of play. So it's good that kid could come back after that and you know, hit the ground running, literally.
What do you think it was beneficial for him to have a little bit longer of a rehab, and that he looks better coming back than he did the last time in terms of just the way he's running?
Yeah, and I think this is the second time, so he knew what was going on. I think he understood the whole procedure and timelines and all that probably this time better. You know, you hate for a guy to know what to expect and have to do this twice, but I think he got it more. And I think all those at-bats probably help facilitate what's going on now, even though he couldn't, you know, run around. He says he feels great, which is good. Like I said, he's in the best, to me, he's in the best shape of his life. You know, his body looks great, and so, you know, it's a definite, obviously a definite plus for our club.
Will you play again tomorrow?
Well, you know what? I just talked to him, and he feels great. So, barring him coming in and just something locking up on him or not feeling good, then that's the plan right now.
Yeah.
Then we'll have the off day, and you know, and then we'll just look at it as we go down the road. But right now, you know what? He kind of had a low impact day today. I mean, he hit the homer, and he wasn't real active in the outfield. So, kind of feel, you know, I was just thinking originally, I think we planned on giving him a day, but I said, you know, if I'm swinging the bat like he is, he can want a day.
You mentioned the close games earlier. When he homers, I mean, you can't ever rest in these games, but it's like, did it feel like a while since you guys had a little bit of cushion?
No, that was huge. Him and Michael was a huge at bat right there. Those are big runs, and now you can kind of stay away and let the bullpen reset, and those are those are big runs today.
And when did you guys find out about the starter change from them?
Actually, I was in my pregame meeting.
Oh.
So I don't know what happened, or I don't know what, but you know, it was something that you know, I found out. You know, it was something I'm sure surprised them too.
What about just to see what Olson has done this month? I mean, and to think, I mean, his numbers are starting to get back to where he was in 2023 at this point.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, he's just another one of those guys, man. You just kind of keep running him out there because he's going to figure it out. He's going to get hot. All of them are. You know what I mean? They're all going to get this thing going and get on runs, but that guy is such a professional and just takes every day in its own separate entity, and he's the same guy every day. He shows up here. There's never any like emotional ups and downs. He's the same guy every day. And you know what? I think when guys are like that, they allow themselves to get through rough times. And I've seen him do it more than once. So, he's the ultimate professional.
Do you feel like when Matt and Ronald are going like they have the last couple of days, does that make it easier on the other guys knowing they don't have to be the guy?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, I think that's always the mental part in there. I don't want to, you know, when you don't have to feel like the next man up thing is going to do it, and I don't have to be the guy all the time or carry anything, because, you know, the bottom of our order was doing that early. I mean, you know, they were getting on and doing a lot of really good, and no, I think that's always healthy and mentally good for a team.
How about just to see Holmes go into the 7th inning again?
Unbelievable. You know, you just look at what he's done, and it's like, holy cow. We didn't know him going spring training. You know, he did such a good job for us in different situations. Won the biggest game of the year last year for us. But, you know, he never left camp as a 1 of 5 on a big league team. And he's, like I said, I hand it to him. He's made adjustments, and in his delivery and things like that, pitch usage, and it's been awesome. It's been really good. I'm so happy for him too, because you know, he's one of those guys that have battled his way through his career. Now he's getting an opportunity and he's seizing it, which is, there's nothing better than that.
When you had starters to replace in the offseason, I know you said this about other guys, but is he a guy that you think about, like, where would you be without him pitching the way he's been?
Absolutely. You know, he's such a versatile guy, and we saw it last year. We kind of used him in all different situations. Yeah, you know, we lost, you know, when you look at it with Logie, we lost 3 of our starters from last year. He stepped in and been, I don't know, probably better than any free agent we could have signed.
Any more questions for Snip?
Okay, thanks.